Vietnam is one of our favorite countries, packed with history, stunning landscapes, cultural highlights and amazing food. It's one of the most exciting destinations in Southeast Asia. We visited back in 1999 on our first RTW, and in 2017 and 2018 we headed back there to create this Vietnam travel vlog section for you. We had the luxury of time and 2x 3-month visas to really get to know Vietnam and share it with you. Note, we are still in Vietnam and still adding to this page in our Vietnam content. The Vietnamese are some of the nicest, friendliest, kindest, and happiest people you could meet. They're charming without being pushy, helpful, lovers of children and just genuinely nice. Of course there are some bad apples, and most of the bad stories involve taxi driver scams, but in all our time in Vietnam we've seen only good. You need some travel smarts, as you do in any country where haggling over prices is just the normal way to do things. Smile, try to use some Vietnamese and don't be obnoxious. The Vietnamese are good people. See what happened when I fell off my bike in Hoi An if you need further evidence. Traffic and roads in Vietnam. Because speed limits are low and roads are largely populated by push bikes and scooters, we feel safer on the roads in Vietnam than we have done so far in any Asian country. Cities are busy, but we cycle with our kids every day in Hoi An. Crossing the road is an adventure. Nobody is going to stop. You just get used to picking your time and weaving between moving vehicles. Just yesterday I watched 2 little girls on their way to school. At 5 years old they know how it's done, and their parents trust they'll be safe solo. Just watch out for taxis and buses. They can be unpredictable. Nobody on a bike has a death wish. They're all trying to get home to their families safely, but saying that, road death rates are high in Vietnam. Use common sense and don't hire scooters unless you have an international motorbike license and adequate insurance. Highlights of Vietnam. Vietnam has at least 8 UNESCO-listed sites, including Ha Long Bay, Hu's historic sites, the Old Town of Hoi An and the Kampa Complex at My Son Sanctuary, above. Destinations in Vietnam. Saigon, Ho Chi Minh. Saigon refers to the inner city area of Ho Chi Minh City. Renamed after the war in honor of the North Vietnamese leader. The area that most people end up in is District 1, where you will find backpacker accommodation and agencies selling tours and transportation to just about anywhere in Vietnam. One of the best tours from Saigon would be to the Chu Chi tunnels, which are located about 50 kilometers west. This tour can include a Ca Dai temple visit. This religion is unique to Vietnam and was founded in 1912. The biggest drawcard in Saigon itself is the War Remnants Museum and the old palace built by the South Vietnamese rulers but not used since tanks drove through its gates in 1975 to officially end the war. Saigon also boasts French period architecture, abundant great food and fascinating market.